welcome to my channel today. I'm Tara with Pieces of Tara Artistry. Thank you for joining me today. Today is my Pouring from Coast to Coast collaboration group. So that is Garrick Brown Art Studio, Britt Clayton Design, Made of Pours. That is Garrick Brown Art Studio, Britt Clayton Design, Made of Pours, Fluid Art, and Chris Jessic, Fluid Art, and more. So today, our challenge was to use 3 shades of our least favorite color. I really had a rough time with this because there are several colors that I really don't like to use. Those probably 3 of my least favorite are orange, yellow, and purple. And not just that I don't like shades of those colors or certain shades of those colors, but I had to pick 3 shades of a color and use it into a pour. And so I'm sorry guys, but I went with the easiest of those 3. I went with the purples because I was racking my brain on how to accomplish this, and I had a limited time to pour this week, so I went with one that was a little safer. But I really, really like the outcome. So you guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments below. I also have all the recipes in the description box below, so if you have any questions on that, check there first. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. And don't forget, I will be teaching at POURCON this summer, August 6th through 9th. I will be teaching all things pearls and advanced pearls, so check out POURCON.com for all of the information, and that will be in the description box below as well. So let's get to the pour, guys. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm prepping my edges because I am planning to do a darker pour. I am going to paint all my edges. It does help the pearls because they're thin paint stick to the sides, so you get design on the sides, as well as you don't get show through of the canvas, especially a white canvas when you're using dark thin paints. So this is my pearl white mixture. It is the newest recipe that I have. I did share it in my last video. If you've not seen that, stick around to the end. It is one of the recommended videos, and you can go ahead and click on it and watch it. Basically what I did is I have been trying to work with simpler recipes for my pearl pours, and because I did come up with one with the Vallejo pearl medium, but it is unavailable and who knows when it will be back available. Heard some conflicting things, so I have kind of put that one on the back burner for now and have been working on a pearl mixture that is easier. So basically what I did is, because Artist Loft white is just very finicky, I decided to cut that out completely. So when I was using the Artist Loft white, I would use the Artist Loft white, Apple Barrel white, which is the formula that Sarah Taylor and Michelle Galley came up with. But it was very reactive for me, and I wasn't a big fan of how it reacted for me, just in what I prefer. And so I added in the Liquitex Titanium White. Well, that was a lot of ingredients, you guys, and it was a lot of like measuring, and then I'd forget how much I put in of one. And so I decided to go back to the drawing board and see what I can figure out with this white pearl mix. So basically what I am doing now is golden color pouring medium, Blick Acrylic, Titanium White, their student paint, and Deco Art Satin Enamel, and I think that's it, and Floetrol, that's it. So 4 ingredients, and then of course water to thin it down. but that's way better than having to use 3 different whites, Liquitex pouring medium, and GAC 800. So I've kind of pared everything down a little bit. So it's a bit easier. The results are good. So I am calling this good, guys. Until, I don't know, something else happens. Anyway, I just did a flip cup. I am using several different purples, and I tried to go with kind of like a lilac-y light color, and then, I don't know, I was just picking a bunch of purples off of my shelf. So I mixed up a bunch. They were all listed in the video, as well as they'll all be listed in the description box below. But yeah, usually I tilt very quickly with these pearl pours, but this time I wanted to try and keep a little bit of cell structure, so I tilted kind of slowly. And if you'll notice, my paints are a little bit thicker than normal. It's the pour over paints are a little thicker, but the base paint is still very thin. So yeah, I am doing kind of these minimal pearl pours lately, I wanted to have some negative space on this one. I wanted to see how it went. And I really, really liked it. And I've been kind of liking how these have been going. So you're going to see a few of these, or a few more of these. But yeah, with these kind of pours, you'll notice that when I add the pour over paints, I make sure that it completely covers the white paint, the satin enamel paint, because when I add the other color that's going to butt up against this mixture, I want it to not like puff up, which if you add satin enamel to a pour, you're going to see it's going to puff and cloud, and that's where we get like the pearl cells. It's where in a cloud pour you get those puffy cloudy look, is from that satin enamel. But I didn't want that where that line hit with that deep purple. I did not want that to puff. So I made sure that I did not let any of that satin enamel reach the edges. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, please let me know. I'll try and figure out how to explain it a little bit better. But yeah, I'm just kind of covering that area now. I'm using my hair dryer to just make sure that it's not super thick and that it dries nicely. So, and then I will go ahead and touch up the edges to make sure that all my edges look nice. And this is a time lapse, so it is going to, you'll see all the pearls kind of popping up. And then I will show you the dry results here in just a sec. Or actually, I'm going to show you the wet results first, and then you'll see the dry results. And I actually really liked how this one turned out, because I like how on that upper area where that champagne and lilac and all that is, that it did keep sort of like an agate look, which I love that. I think it turned out really cool. The cells were really cool. That's what I kind of love about a flip cup, is that you get some really cool just cell action even without the pearls in there. But I really love how the pearls look too in here. Of course, I got some wonky ones, but I'm really trying to embrace wonky pearls, because I think it's just gonna be our lives now. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Here is the dry results. This is actually a new size painting for me, a 14 by 18. I had never seen them at Michael's, and they had them, I don't know, when they had their big 70% off sale. So I grabbed a few, and it's a nice size to work with. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that on Michael's to see if they sell them in store again. So there's that lilac, And you see in there the Violet Rain from TLP, and the Modern Masters Lilac, and the Modern Masters Champagne. So, and then I did varnish it. So this is a gloss varnish. I do spray varnish my paintings. If anybody wants to know about that, let me know. I'll try and do a video. But there it goes, guys. Thank you for watching, and head over to Brick Clayton now for the next in line. Have a good one, guys. See you on the next one.